تعلم الفرنسية بسرعة وسهولة. Alright. أهلا بكم في قناة صوت فرنسا. قناتنا هي قناة رسمية تقدم كل شيء وفقا للمصادر الرسمية. نقدم رحلات مجانية للمشتركين في القناة والمتفاعلين بضم أصدقائهم. من المهم جدا الاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل الجرس وترك تعليق ليصلك كل جديد. ستجد رابط الموقع الرسمي في بداية ونهاية هذا الفيديو، وتجد مصدر المعلومات في صندوق الوصف أسفل هذا الفيديو. So, you want to learn French? Good. It's more than just a language. يعد اللغة الفرنسية لغة رومانسية ساحرة يتحدث بها أكثر من 300 مليون شخص حول العالم. Think about that. 300 million. That's a fair few people to potentially connect with, to understand, to see the world through their eyes. It's not just about ordering a coffee in Paris, though that's a fine start. It's bigger. إنها اللغة الرسمية في 29 دولة، وهي لغة مهمة في الدبلوماسية، الأعمال والفنون. 29 countries. That's a footprint. Diplomacy. Big deals. The brushstrokes on a canvas. The words in a play that can change how you think. It's woven into the fabric of how things get done, how beauty is expressed. It's a key. This language unlocks more doors than you might imagine. It's a serious tool for serious matters and for the simple, beautiful things too. سواء كنت تحلم بزيارة باريس أو ترغب في متابعة مهنة دولية أو ببساطة تعشق الثقافة الفرنسية الغنية، فإن تعلم هذه اللغة سيفتح لك آفاقا واسعة. Maybe it's the Eiffel Tower calling your name, or a career that crosses borders, or maybe you just feel a pull towards that certain, whatever your reason, it's a good one. Because learning this, it's not just about new words, it's about new horizons, a wider view. Stick with me, we'll break it down. شاهد المزيد على موقعنا الرسمي. Right, first things first. You don't run a marathon by starting at the finish line. You start with a step. And in French, that first step is the absolute bedrock, the essentials, the words you'll lean on every single day. Bonjour, au revoir, merci, s'il vous plaît. Small words, yeah, but they carry weight. They show you're making an effort. They open doors, often the ones you need open most. Don't dismiss them, they're your entry point. Master these, let them roll off your tongue without a second thought. Then come the numbers. Un, deux, trois. Prices in a shop. Times for a train. Your hotel room number. They're everywhere. You need them. And colors. Le ciel bleu. Le vin rouge. These aren't just abstract concepts. They're how you paint a picture of your experiences. Get these fundamentals locked down tight. Internalize them. Because everything else builds on this. Alright, you've got the handshake, the initial pleasantries. Now, we need to give you more ammunition. More words. But not just any words. We're not stamp collecting here. We're looking for the high frequency stuff. The words that do the heavy lifting. The ones you'll hear and use constantly. It's about being smart with your energy, your time. Maximum impact. Minimum waste. There are lists out there. You know, the Pareto principle applies to language too. 20% of the words get you 80% of the way. Find these lists. They're your intel. They'll guide you to the core vocabulary that unlocks everyday conversation. Flashcards. Simple. Effective. French on one side, your language on the other. Test yourself. Again. And again. On the train. Waiting for the kettle to boil. Say the words out loud. Let your mouth get used to the shapes. Your ears to the sounds. It's physical, this learning lark. Focus your efforts on the words that give you the biggest bang for your buck. Get these common words under your belt, and you'll be surprised how much you can understand and how much you can say. Now, this is where it gets real. You can sit with books, with apps, and learn words, learn rules, and that's all necessary groundwork. But a language isn't just a set of data points. It's alive. It's got a pulse, a rhythm. It's in the air. And to truly get a feel for it, to let it seep into your bones, you need to surround yourself with it. Immerse yourself, even if you're stuck in a bedsit in a rainy city, miles from any French-speaking land. Joie, you can create your own little bubble of French. Think about the gadgets you're glued to. Your phone, your laptop. Switch the language settings to French. At first, it'll be like trying to navigate in the dark. You'll stumble. But your brain, it's a clever machine. It'll adapt. You'll start to learn out of sheer necessity. And that's a powerful motivator. It's a constant, low-level exposure. This immersion, it's about making French a living, breathing part of your environment, not just an academic subject you dip into now and then. It's about weaving it into the daily tapestry of your life. Right? You're listening, you're reading, you're building up your word bank. Now for the part that often ties people in knots, opening your mouth. Actually, the words. It's like learning to ride a bike. You can read the manual all day long, but until you get on and start pedaling, and probably fall off a few times, you're not riding. Same with French. You can have a head full of vocabulary and grammar, but if it stays locked up in there, it's no bloody use to anyone. Least of all you. From day one. I'm not kidding. The very first day you learn bonjour, you say it. Out loud. To yourself in the mirror. To your dog. To the pigeons in the park. It doesn't matter. Your mouth, your tongue, your vocal cords, they need to get used to forming these new sounds, these new shapes. It's going to feel awkward at first, clumsy, like you've got a mouthful of marbles. But you have to push through that discomfort. It's muscle memory you're building. Find someone to talk to, a language partner. There are apps for it, websites. Someone learning your language, perhaps, so you can do an exchange. Chapter 5. تعلم القواعد الأساسية تدريجيا. Apprenez la grammaire de base progressivement. Grammar. Just the word can make people twitch, can't it? Brings back memories of school, red ink, and feeling a bit thick. But look, grammar isn't some arcane torture devised by linguists. It's the skeleton. It's the framework that holds all those lovely words you're learning together. Without it, you've just got a jumble of vocabulary, a pile of bricks. With grammar, you can build sentences, express complex ideas. You can build a proper structure. But you don't learn to build a skyscraper by memorizing the entire architect's manual on day one. Slow and steady. That's the approach. Don't try to swallow the entire French grammar book whole. You'll give yourself indigestion. Start with the absolute must-haves. The things that make the biggest difference to being understood. Verb conjugations. How verbs change depending on who's doing what and when. That's a biggie in French. Get your head around the present tense of common verbs first. Especially être, to be, and avoir, to have. They're like the spine of the language. Get comfortable with them and learn it in context. Don't just stare at tables of verb endings until your eyes glaze over. That's not how your brain likes to learn. Chapter 6. خصص وقتا يوميا للتعلم. Dédié quotidien à l'apprentissage. Alright, let's talk about the clock on the wall. Time. Or, more often, the perceived lack of it. Life's a busy affair, isn't it? Always something demanding your attention. But here's the truth. If you're truly committed to learning French, you have to make the time. Not necessarily massive, soul-crushing blocks of it. We're not suggesting you abandon all your responsibilities and retreat to a silent monastery with a stack of French textbooks. We're talking about something far more powerful. Consistency. Daily drops. Think of it like this. If you want to get physically fit, what's more effective? A punishing 5-hour gym session once a month, leaving you aching and vowing never to return? Or a focused 20 to 30 minutes of exercise every single day? You know the answer. It's that regular, sustained effort. The daily habit. That's what builds strength. That's what creates lasting change. And it's exactly the same with learning a language. Those short, sharp, consistent bursts of study, they compound. Each day builds on the last. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour. Can you find that in your day? Maybe on your commute, instead of staring blankly out the window. Maybe during your lunch break, instead of scrolling through endless social media feeds that leave you feeling empty. It's about identifying those little pockets of time and claiming them for French. It's about making it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Chapter 7. استمتع بالعملية. Profitez du processus. Now listen closely, because this might just be the most critical piece of advice I can give you. If this journey into French feels like a relentless slog, you're not going to stick with it for long. The human mind rebels against being force-fed things it finds tedious or unpleasant. So the secret ingredient? Find the enjoyment in it, the spark, the pleasure. Connect French to what you love. Whatever it is, find a way to connect French to it. Outro طريقك إلى الطلاقة, your path to fluency. So there you have it. A few pointers. It's a journey, not a sprint. Everyone's path is different, but the principles hold true. Perseverance and practice lead to fluency. Enjoy the journey, and you'll speak fluently faster than you expect. Bonne chance. Good luck. Find the joy in it, the connection. The rewards are immense. A different way of seeing the world. So, go on. Allez, you've got this. مع تحيات قناة صوت فرنسا. قناتنا هي قناة رسمية تقدم كل شيء وفقا للمصادر الرسمية. نقدم رحلات مجانية للمشتركين في القناة والمتفاعلين بضم أصدقائهم. لا تنسى الاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل الجرس وترك تعليق ليصلك كل جديد. ستجد رابط الموقع الرسمي في بداية ونهاية هذا الفيديو، وتجد مصدر المعلومات في صندوق الوصف أسفل هذا الفيديو.